Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reaction review video. This time it is the German entry for Eurovision 2026. Another one that I think won a national final this year. As I've mentioned before, I didn't really follow the national finals this year, so I'm not super well read on all of those details. But this is the song that Germany ended up picking for this year. It's called Fire by Sarah Engels. And without further ado, let's take a listen to it. In just a moment, as the intro passes by. And with that isolated vocal kicking off the song, the clock is there. Did it disappear? Okay, they're kind of fading it in and out, a little bit of sidechaining with that. Or maybe it's more constant. And the cutoff filter on the little chords coming in there. The cushion has a nice little swing in the background here. It's a very kind of crispy sound to it. Effective build. You've got the fill in there as well. Alright, the hook is... It's a nice little intonation in that part, but just rhythmically this hook, I don't know. And as well, like the punch of the backing track, not really there. It feels like everything's just kind of within the same little small context here. There's not a lot of proper contrasts or excitement within this track so far. But that could change. I guess she found a flamethrower. Maybe it's going to be more visually exciting or whatever you say in terms of the staging they're going for. They seem to have some kind of synchronized choreo going on here. So yeah, you go for that. Very sassy walk. I feel like it's not a good sign about the music when I start paying more attention to the music video than the music. But that's really what I'm feeling here. I don't get excited by this at all. The hook is so uninteresting melodically, unfortunately. This little part here has a nice kind of intonation to it, how it works with the chord as well. But the selling part of the hook is just this rhythmic repetition of fire, fire, higher, higher, you know. It's not exciting, it isn't. And because of like the song doesn't really have much like spark to it in terms of flair or like with instrumental, so you kind of lose the excitement from that aspect as well. Got a dance break because that's worked for other artists before. It just kind of highlights again though like how uninteresting I find the instrumental to be during that dance break as well. It's a nice high note. And you know, she seems to be able to perform it with like the proper attitude and character, so why not? I don't see myself listening to this song very much though. But maybe it's an earworm. It's just, I come back to it again. I'm just not particularly excited by it. There's nothing new happening within the song. I mean, I guess you could consider the dance break being a new part or whatever. Like that's some variation to the track, but it's ultimately the instrumental used during the dance break. You still got the same kind of chords on the little synthesizer there. The drumming switches up a little bit, I guess, to just kind of emphasize that this is a new part that's supposed to be a dance break, so it's very minimalistic in that sense. But instrumentally, it's very much the same thing from start to finish. And melodically, kind of goes without saying that it's just going hand in hand with that as well. I do think that chorus has like one line within it where I think the chords work very nicely with the intonation of the melody. That's a cool part, but then the main selling point of the track ultimately is just the fire, fire, higher, higher, like that repetition, melodically very simple as well, and just no proper tension within the track. And I think that kind of just detracts from the overall excitement that I feel about it, because if I don't feel like there's any part of the song that really kind of, you know, challenges me or it piques my interest in terms of actual mood or setting, it seems like there's just it's very much a song that's structured and written from a general idea of, okay, let's just make a catchy pop tune. We don't want to put any identity or any character or personality within it. It's all just going to be, here's the pop tune, here's the simple hook, the structure, it's exactly what you're going to expect it to be. Every part leans into the next without any proper thought or attention to detail. And it's ultimately, it's just very unremarkable in that sense. I can consider this being, fun to listen to. I can see myself, not turning it off. I don't think I will be turning this off because it's a decent little pop tune, but it's just so underwhelming. And I mean, when you're competing in Eurovision, you need something to completely convince people when they listen to it, or at least, well, maybe it convinces everyone else, but I'm not convinced. I'm not intrigued. I'm not excited about this. I just sit here and I'm like, okay, simple foot tapper. I can go along with it. They need a proper, fantastic show on stage to make this noteworthy, in my opinion, because the song is not all that for me anyway. Production as well, kind of what you expect. Like, everything is decently done. There's nothing inherently wrong with anything they set out to do here. But it's just that's all it is. It's just solid, and it doesn't challenge itself, doesn't challenge the listener, doesn't challenge anything. It's just trundling along for its own concept and never really deviates from that or provides any kind of contrast or dynamic to it. And that's just unfortunate, really. Ultimately, that's where I land. Maybe it won the national final because of a incredible live performance. I haven't been able to see that, but judging from the studio cut, this wasn't that much fun for me anyway. But maybe it was for you. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this little entry from Germany for this year. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you again in the next video. I guess Greece will be coming up next. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing me listen to that, keep an eye on my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.